with boarding schools? Is it even practical? Let's begin there.
First, it's not. Second, there are reasons why we have boarding schools in this country.
Yes.
And we must not escape that reality. We did a study last year. A girl in a boarding school, a girl in a day school, is 4 times more likely to get pregnant before she finishes school compared to a girl in a boarding school. Are boarding schools good for girls? Yes, way better than day schools. KCSE results this year. 46,000 students scored E. 36,000 were in day schools. Are children learning in those so-called day schools?
And this is not to scare.
They're just growing up. They're just growing up. Do you want to offer children a cheap education that takes them nowhere? Or do you want to put the cost and make sure that these children are getting an education that takes them somewhere? That is the conversation we must have. And the conversation is not that secondary school is expensive and that government can't afford. Kenya government puts the highest amount of money in education compared to any other country in this region. And it does very well. And it's a very significant part of our budget, which makes the question of government increasing the amount of money it puts in education much more complicated, because it is already putting in so much.
But why does it seem like it's not enough?
The money is not enough because it is misapplied. That is the beginning point. You remember the Auditor General saying the CS for Education, former CS, spent 10 million shillings walking around trying to inspect the distribution of desks. What nonsense is that? They didn't tell us what was the value of the desks that he was distributing, that he needed to spend 10 million on the road. Money in the Ministry of Education is misapplied, but the allocation is sufficient. We need to begin there. The children who can't raise fees, there is sufficient money in this country in bursary kitties, except that it is so scattered all over that it doesn't serve the purpose. An MCA has a bursary fund, an MP has a bursary fund, a women rep has a bursary fund, the county government has a bursary fund, the national government has a bursary fund. We have philanthropists like Equity Bank, like Coop Bank, like the Jomo Kenyatta Foundation. They're all putting money in bursary fund. That bursary fund is not structured and is not well managed. So you get one person, one child, has got money from Wings to Fly, has got money from the county government, has got money from the MP. Now they have overpayment, so the parent is fighting with the school to reimburse them money that is not theirs. We have those cases, a lot of them. What we have not done, and this is what I fault a lot of education stakeholders, is that we have not taken time to sit down and structure properly how the money in education is spent. If we structure the money that is being spent in education properly, we will educate every child, and we will not give them a cheap education.